Hey guys, I'm filming these days all in one go in the library because I haven't updated anything in about a month, and I want to keep trying to put content out. And I've been about a month in my own head and not focused on anything to do with my life that's actually good. Today's bold statement is: your life is louder than death. Death often is subtle. It speaks and whispers lies. You're not enough. You're a failure. You're unstable. You'll never succeed. You'll never be who it is that God has actually called you to be because you're not worth it. But every time you decide to get up and keep going, every time you decide to get up in the morning and listen to and you realize there's still purpose and there's still value, life screams back at you to keep going and to keep living and to keep breathing. And there's a Flyleaf song that actually got stuck in my head the other day. And so I want to reference it. So this Flyleaf song, or actually a Lacey Sturm song, not Flyleaf. It's called Life Screams. The lyrics go like this. A song unfolds in the distance. Somehow you feel it in your soul, but you carry on with your business like you didn't hear this melody that calls you home. Life sings out. It's calling you by name. Life screams out that all of this will change. Your lungs are only flesh, and everything that dies will fade away. Life calls for her lover, and you will live forever. And I think very often when we get in these spaces where everything goes wrong, and we get in these spaces where life and the struggle seems to weigh us down to the point of breaking, we forget that there is a voice that is outside of our struggles. And we forget that God is calling us to find rest in Him. Because as Paul said, it's in Him that we live and we move and we have our being. And everything changes. Everything grows. Everything's going to die and fade away. But when life calls you out, when God calls you to live a life that is dependent on Him, and when it calls you to be with Him and to rest with Him and to live and move and have your being with Him, that's when you realize that your life is louder than death, because everything that is whispering in your mind that says you're worthless, you're terrible, you're addicted, you are nothing, it means nothing when life screams. It means nothing when the giver of life reaches his hand down and he screams out your name and he says, come and live, come and rest, come and abide in me. And I think very often we forget in the throes of life and the way that we live, that we forget that God's voice is sitting here saying, hey, I want you to live with me. I want you to rest with me. I want you to live and move and have your being with me and not with these struggles and these issues and these problems. And it's not to say that we won't suffer, but it is to say there is a rest for the weary. And there is a place where you can take your brokenness and where life screams. And it says that all of these things will change. But rest in me. Rest in these moments, because every time you feel this, that heartbeat, be reminded that your life is louder than death. That's the bold statement. Your life is louder than death. Love you guys. Stay crippled by nothing.